Today's devotional reading comes from the book My Life Today by Ellen G. White.
Good morning, good morning. How we all doing this morning? It's time again for another reading of our daily devotion. The topic this morning is A Little Maid Witnesses for God, August 6. Now Naaman, captain of the host of the king of Syria, was a great man with his master. He was also a mighty man in valor, but he was a leper. And the Syrian had gone out by companies and had brought away captive out of the land of Israel a little maid, and she waited on Naaman's wife. And she said unto her mistress, Would God my Lord were with the prophet that is in Samaria, for he would recover him of his leprosy. 2 Kings 5 verse 1 to 3. A slave far from her home, this little maid was nevertheless one of God's witnesses, unconsciously fulfilling the purpose for which God had chosen Israel as his people. As she ministered in the heathen home, her sympathy arose in behalf of her master, and remembering the wonderful miracle of healing wrought through Elisha, she said to her mistress, Would God my Lord were with the prophet that is in Samaria, for he would recover him of his leprosy. She knew that the power of heaven was with Elisha, and she believed that by this power Naaman could be healed. The conduct of the captive maid, the way that she bore herself in that heathen home, is a strong witness to the power of early home training. There is no higher trust than that committed to fathers and mothers in the care and training of their children. We know not in what line our children may be called to serve. They may spend their life within the circle of the home. They may engage in life's common vocations or go as teachers of the gospel to heathen lands. But all are alike called to be missionaries for God, minister of mercy to the world. The parents of that Hebrew's maid, as they taught her of God, did not know the destiny that would be hers, but they were faithful to their trust. And in the home of the captive of the Syrian host, their child bore witness to the God whom she had learned to honor. Amen. This is a very interesting story. And most of us would know the story about Naaman. When I think about it, this little girl, she was brought into captivity. She was taken from her homeland that she had grown used to, familiar with the people. Now she's in a strange land, a slave, and also a maid. She was taking care of Naaman's wife. She felt so much sympathy, seeing her husband every day. And this little girl knew that God was with the prophets of Israel. And she said she knew if he was in a Samaria, he could have been healed. Some of us would be thinking about our own situation and the circumstances that is forced upon us. We would be thinking about Naaman's, would be wallowing in our pain and grief. We missed our family, our friends, our surrounding. But this girl was there witnessing for God. She was a light to that family. And sometimes we don't know who we're going to witness to. And what we have to realize that we are all missionaries for God. We are all missionary. There's a work for every one of us. And like this little maid, we need to stand up. We need to go out there and witness for Jesus. We need to shine for God. We need to let our light shine. And that's what she did. Do have a blessed day. I pray and trust that you'd read the story of Naaman in 2 Kings 5. Very interesting story. And I pray and trust that God be with you today and you have a wonderful day. May God continue to bless and keep you. And please remember to join me tomorrow for another reading of our daily devotional. God bless you.